shall come to advise retail investors, because the NSE has an amazing, ambitious strategy to bring as many as possible. Yep. But it would be nice to hear from the people on the ground and what you see. Yep. But before then, still on matters investors, let's talk to the private investors, because a lot of people are trying to raise private capital for the sake of what we're seeing. And so maybe Wilson, I would bring you in. Let us know from your own perspective, when it comes to private capital mobilization here in Africa, a lot of people say it's still hurdles, there's still a lot of that. We're seeing a bit of it happening. We had a bear ringing just the other day as well for almost the first, if I may say, that infrastructural bond that came up. So what are some innovative approaches from your end as Advocarp that you think should be adopted so at least we can have quite a better move in this?
Also, one, it was a great move.
Yeah.
As you said, it was first in the market.
Yeah.
And it's basically trying to marshal capital in Africa.
Yeah.
And putting it directly towards that where it's needed.
Yeah.
Those infrastructure projects. There's still a bit of, I would say there's still a bit of huge gap that needs bridging in terms of bringing more participants within the marketplace itself. There's still a lot of private capital that's looking for room, investment room across the Africa region. And our capital markets, I would say we are in the a growth phase. Okay. And an important phase in marshalling this capital together, or bringing this capital together. And at times, it's bringing them from the known to the unknown.
Okay.
It's bringing them from, taking a stake in this company. So how do you increase that participation within that space itself, the retail participation in the market itself? How do you bring more, do you incentivize even more businesses to list and, and once you build, we continuously build on these private capital participation within the capital space itself. Yeah. And then from there now, these products or these innovations that are coming, such as now the asset-backed securities or asset-backed infrastructure securities, then becomes easier for us or for investors to have, or for the market to have that conversation with the private capital, that indeed, having invested in equities and then in bonds, there's another way or there's another layer that you can add towards your portfolio building. Yeah. Yeah. So I think a lot is still being done. We had the Africa Links Exchange Program. It's linking currently 9 major exchanges across Africa. More participation on that, probably more visibility on how that works, and allowing, basically creating capital mobility. Okay. That's the most important thing. Yeah. The more easy it is to get capital moving across the African jurisdictions, the easier it will be now to actually marshal a lot of this capital towards these innovative products. So we have a lot, I would say a lot of legwork has been done. Okay. Still looking forward to more growth in this industry, but I believe it's an opportunity for the markets.
All right. And Monica, maybe you'll build on that through this question. You work a lot with DFIs. You're talking about family offices as well as institutional investors. So from your perspective, what do these partnerships bring to the table, and what are the keys to maintaining trust and alignment among such varied players?
As you have heard, that the most important thing now at this point is really mobilizing the capital or bringing the capital back to the market. And that's what the key stakeholders you've said bring to the market and to the space, whereby you're finding family offices, for example, looking for home for the capital that they have built. Yeah. So at the market level, at the capital markets level, this is where we are seeing them now starting to tap in and come in and be able to make a good return on
the investment side.
Yeah, I think it's more of helping them in portfolio building. You have these, and I think it speaks to what Advocarp we are trying to achieve here. Yeah. We are trying to be a financial warehouse, a magnet that pulls all kinds of investors, from your sophisticated investors, the DFIs, to the family offices. Okay. And you're trying to create them, create for them structures in how best to deploy capital within the capital market space itself.
Okay.
So balancing from their equities investments, their bond portfolios, their alternative investments. Helping them get access to some of these alternative investments products. Then also helping them now build both the short and the medium and to long term portfolios that meets their liquidity requirements, that meets the diverse needs of most of these family offices, and even the structural, I would say, goals that especially the DFIs comes with. Okay. So for us at Advocarp, that's why we created this platform. Okay. We have them. We create this structure for them to help deploy the capital that they are looking to deploy in the marketplace itself. We help them have, for family offices, we help them have their own private investment management companies, helping them form these and have this structure from where they can essentially manage, whether it's local, regional, or global investments. And what we are seeing with this is that we are seeing investors now open up on more of the capital they have, some that is even offshore, and now they're more even willing to bring it back to the country, because now they feel there's a structure that can absorb or can help them basically disseminate these capital, the same that they can get from the other regions. So I think it's a great thing. Seen quite great absorption or great interest from clients on that.
Excellent. Excellent. I love that. As we come to a close, two things, but let me start with the retail investors. As I alluded, we are quite ambitious at the exchange as well, looking forward to this. And I wanted to bring in the question, are there some shifts that you think should happen? Whether it's policy, whether it's regulatory, whatever that you may feel like, but more with the focus of ensuring we have, as you've said, more market participation, especially on the retail side of things. I don't know who's going to start with that. Is it you, Monica? Oh, well, go ahead. I think Wilson is ready.
So, as I've said, great things are happening at the exchange level, at the capital markets level, in terms of policy shifts and in terms of product innovation. I think we can still deepen more some of these products that have been launched by increasing retail participation more. I think I'm a supporter of direct market access to the derivatives, especially to the local retail markets. I think we still need a platform that can help investors participate in this. Because on one side, we are trying to create liquidity pools. We are trying to show investors that there is a marketplace here. And all of this capital that they try to, I would say, offshore it, take it to other jurisdictions to participate in those markets. There is a space for it here. There are products for them here. You can buy, just to mention a few, Safaricom futures here. You can buy equity futures here, KCB futures here, NCBA, ABL futures here. You can actively buy them and sell on same day. So you can actively participate, for those. We have a lot of a great trading community in the retail space. They try to get into all these global markets. There's a space for it here, but there's no access route. So that's why the direct market access or platforms that gives that access are important. That's on one side. On the other side is we need to continuously increase our pool of investable products. I'm glad that this cabinet has approved the listing of Kenya Pipeline.
You're right.
I think it will be a big thing.
It's a big.
It could be the biggest IPO we have had since 2008 Safaricom. That will bring a lot of retail participation and interest in the NSE. But you don't need to stop there.
We need to keep moving.
We need to keep moving. We need to bring more products because I think we also have a bit of there's more excess capital that would want to come that probably doesn't have a room to absorb it. So NSE can take advantage of this. I think that one way to go about it is depository receipts. I'm a great believer that the moment you see the first or second listing of a depository receipts here, so basically attracting other companies outside the nation to come and list through the NSE. And that will increase our market products. and you'll see a lot of capital flows, both from the local and even from the global markets. It's basically positioning Nairobi into what we have always, all our forefathers have always dreamed of, as a center of capital flows in Africa, as this international financial center of capital flows in Africa. Okay. So I think those are some of the two things that...
Those are quite a number.
It's a good one. That can be done to basically help, grow our market.
Yeah. Monica, you'll have the last word, even as you tell us the future of what you're seeing here at Advocarp. So go ahead.
All right. Just to add on to the shifts, the other shift now need to come to the investor. It will come from the investor, whereby the shift of wealth or investments need to start shifting from the traditional modes of investing to the capital markets platform, where there are more liquid, more accessible opportunities. So that's the other shift. What's next for Advocarp? We have now grounded ourselves in the market. We are now a familiar name, and our products still remain not very well understood on what their use is in an investor's portfolio. So in our next phase, what we are doing is ensuring that investors understand the products we have. We have a very beautiful nest of funds that can offer a variety of solutions in an investor's portfolio. So this is what we are working on right now, just to ensure that investors understand that there is a lot of opportunity and a way to ensure that they are optimizing their portfolios by working with Advocarp. Yes.
All right, there you have it. That's a good pitch. I love it. And thank you so much, Wilson. Thank you so much, Monica, for being on the Trading Bell.
Thank you so much for having us.
I don't know what are your thoughts, but probably you might be thinking like me. Sometimes when you want to fly high, go with the young ones, the 2-year-old and move in. That has been the conversation on just how the landscape has been in the investments right here on the Trading Bell with Advocarp Asset Managers, the team that leads this entire institution. Thank you so much for your time. I'll leave you now with the markets.